we've jumped on the laptop now. I've already uploaded my pictures from the camera to the laptop. Let's walk you through again how I currently list. And today's video is sponsored and brought back to you by ZipSale. They're back, and they're back with an awesome feature. Previously, when you cross-listed through ZipSale, if you then wanted to sell similar, like if you wanted a little boost in the algorithm of eBay and Depop, you would have to manually delist on eBay, but then as soon as you delist, it would then lose your link on ZipSale. And if you then relisted, it starts a new link and it wouldn't take down if it's sold. And yeah, so basically you couldn't really delist and then sell similar because you'd lose the link with ZipSale. And they've released the boost sales feature for eBay and Depop, all controlled through ZipSale's interface on the dashboard. Literally a couple of clicks or a few clicks and bang, up to 100 listings ended, sold similar, and still remains on your ZipSale link. So as soon as you selected what old eBay listings you want, select boost, and then ZipSale does all the work for you. In the background, it will take down your old listing, sell similar, all your pictures, all your description, price, postage, put back on eBay, sell similar, so it's a brand new listing. And as we know, the algorithm likes new listings, so it should give you a nice boost in sales. I've tried it, tested it, and it works. And new, as of last weekend, they've also introduced this to Depop, who have since tinkered with the algorithm. It used to be back on Depop, you would have to go into your store, go into your item, not change anything, then save it, and that would give it a little refresh, and you'd have to do that multiple times. That seems to be the olden days now. Refreshing doesn't really work. Some people still think it does. And a new way is similar to eBay, taking it down to then relist as a brand new listing. And as we know, on Depop, you don't have to pay per listing, which means it's free because you have to keep an eye out for that. On eBay, depends on what shop size you have, because when you do relist on eBay and you go over your specific amount per shop, you have to pay per listing, so keep an eye on that. With Depop, again, up to 100 listings, select what up to 100 listings you want, select Depop boost. Then approximately one item per minute will then in the background be taken down, relisted on Depop, while remaining that critical link on your ZipSale. So if it does sell on Depop, it will be delisted on the other platforms. Super handy, awesome update from ZipSale, and there's more to come. Using my promo code RETRO will get you your first month completely free. Thanks again to ZipSale for sponsoring this video and this channel. Let's crack on with the listing. So I currently have my reselling pictures. Everything's all in one folder, depending on how big it is, depending on how far behind I am. I like to have a bit of a buffer. So I currently have 726 items, which is a nice buffer, nice mixture of items. And here's our trainers and shoes that we're gonna stick to for this video. So they're all ready to go. Then I'm going to come over to Chrome and open all my tabs. So I have ZipSale, open eBay, I have a spare one for Google for research, and I like having YouTube open as well, just to keep an eye on things. So yeah, sign into ZipSale, sign into eBay. That Google one's ready to go. Let's see how we're doing. Coming up to 27,000, so halfway through. I'm also going to open another tab, the research tab on eBay for Terapeak. If I get any peculiar shoes or rare shoes and nothing's coming up 90-day solds, then I can whack it in here. It goes back 2 years. It's a higher chance of finding what I'm hopefully selling to get a bit more price comparisons and stuff like that. So when it comes to cross-listing, if I open my ZipSale and go to my marketplaces, I've finally got my Vinted account back, but not currently selling until they finally bring the Pro account out, which there's some murmurings in the background. I filled out a survey for them the other day, and they were mentioning the idea of Pro coming over to the UK because it's only in France in a minute. So yeah, I'm going to just leave it as a buying account for now, so I've not connected that. So I'm currently on eBay, Etsy, Depop, and Facebook. So the majority of my stuff is eBay and Depop, so clothes, shoes, boots, clothing, hats, cameras as well, like film cameras, digital cameras, they also sell on Depop. When I sell on Facebook, it tends to be probably obviously furniture, bigger stuff. Sold a rocking horse, 70 quid, pick up from the door, which was handy. And then sort of more expensive items, so maybe, or generic items like Air Force Ones, or just good quality pair of boots, stuff like that. If it's like a lower end thing like t-shirts or whatever, then I don't bother with Facebook. So I pick and choose with Facebook because it can be annoying. And then Etsy is purely vintage stuff. So with my shoes and trainers, if I just quickly scroll through, I think it's all just going to be for eBay and Depop. Not sure about these New Balance, although I think it is quite an in thing to wear sort of barefoot or minimal trainers, so I could whack them on. Yeah, the boots can go on. Yeah, so if I had like an old pair of Grensons or an old pair of Churches, I'll just list straight to eBay, job done. But I want to cross list. I don't want to do every single one, so I could do eBay, then list them to Depop, then list them to Vinted, then list them to Facebook. But yeah, it's taking too much time, so choosing 2, ideally 3 maximum. So that's all. But luckily for these shoes, it's going to be eBay, Depop, maybe Facebook if they're topper end. So let's literally get going. We'll start with the top one. The good thing with the Lightbox is that I hardly have to do any adjustments at all. Before with my backgrounds, I'd probably have to touch like most pictures up. There was a slight bit of a mark there. Zoom in on that a bit so people can see. But yeah, the Lightbox, minimal editing needed. Like these don't really need touching up. Like if I was pickety, is that a word? I don't know. I could zoom in a bit, make that more equal, but we want to get it listed, so we won't faff about too much. And then what I tend to do is come to this one, and then we can quickly research, unless you know exactly what you're going to list them for. Let's see what the current market is sitting at with these trainers, and hopefully it comes up straight away. 29, 29, 29. Lots of 29.99s. There's a 22.99 now there. But we'll go for what they're actually selling for. Quickly gaze our eyes over, just get a feel for it. So yeah, 29.99, take away an offer or so, so not as much as I originally thought. If I take part of their titles, I'll come to ZipSale now, and templates is another new feature, so I'll come straight there. I've made all these myself, so quite a lot of the information is already pre-filled, which saves another bit of time. And I have got one for women's trainers, so I use the template, and then off we go. So upload pictures, it will upload to all the selling platforms, so you don't have to keep doing it and keep doing it. So there's that one. While they're loading, I can quickly fill out my title: Nike Air Max 1, pink suede, white. They didn't mention about the gum sole, so I like to flick in between. There's the gum sole. Love a gum sole. Oh, not gum. Gum sole. Women's low trainers. Then back in the sizes, EU 38.5, sorted. Then copy all that, description, come to size, put that down there. Could put in the US size as well, because you never know. 7.5, let's get rid of that quick. Very good, clean, in very good use condition, with some wear from previous use, including a mark to the, what toe is it? To the left toe, pictured. And then in my description from my template, I've already put please see all pictures provided and they're unboxed. Come down, trainers, pink. I normally put what I spent, but I've already forgotten what I spent, so I could refer back. But they're around £8 on Vinted. November they were listed. You don't have to do that. That's just my SKU. It's personalized to you. You can put whatever you want in. So if they're in, like if you store them in boxes and you've put them in box 2, you can just put box 2. So then when they say I can look at your SKU, you know they're in box 2. That's what I need to start doing, but I am not that organized. So good condition, Nike, size 5, £29.99. I will put best offers on. Save and continue. So then we're cross listing. So Etsy, they're not vintage, so won't cross list to Etsy. They're on eBay. All the pictures will come up automatically. You can jiggle the whereabouts they go in what order, but we don't need to worry about that. Title, description's already there. Trainers, fixed price £29.99. Allow offers lower than 20 to save time wasters. Then these are my shop categories: trainers and women's footwear. My service, I do 3-day courier service, 2 shipping handling times, £2.99 for trainers. Shipping isn't free straight away. We'll get onto why I do free postage on some things now in a future video. Returns, yeah, 30 days, not for international, and the buyer will pay the return. Thank you very much. Then we come to item specifics, my favourite bit. The standard, the release year is here, 2017, and I just saw they were made in 2017 as well. Sometimes they're different. I always think the more you can fill out, no matter how painful it is, the higher your ranking will be on the search results, because you filled out as many as you can. eBay like that, so yeah, we'll just fill them out. Once it's done, it's done. Handmade, not handmade, and then save and list to eBay. Now ZipSale is doing its thing, listing it to eBay, and then it's done. Listed to eBay, and now we're going to quickly cross list to Depop. So Depop, you're allowed 8 photos, 3, 6, 9, 12. So I just got to get rid of a few. And normally my zoom in ones I get rid of. So like there's the front there, don't need the front there. That doesn't really matter. Need one of the mark, left, right. I'll get rid of that one actually. So this is all the same. Women's trainers, same price. Might decrease it a little bit. They're pink, pre-love, modern. I'd say sportswear, every, small, under 1 kilogram. The buyer's paying. Worldwide costs $19.99, so we can sell to the world if we want. I'll say gym and lifestyle. Occasion is casual. They're suede, and list to Depop. Then if I really wanted to, once they're listed to Depop, I could then put them onto Facebook, but with these I'm not going to bother. So then while that's loading, I can just delete them trainer pictures and move on to the next one. That's how I do my listing currently. Just got to list the others now really. And they're all listed now, cross-listed using ZipSale onto eBay and Depop. I didn't do any to Facebook, but if I want to change my mind, I could just obviously come back into my ZipSale account and then just simply edit to list and then click, click, click and then list it. But for now, eBay and Depop will do me. Obviously with ZipSale, because it's cross-listed, once one sells on eBay or on Depop, it will automatically delist from the other to save double selling, which is another important highly usable feature. And just to see what they're like on both platforms, so these are the Hokers or Hoka. So yeah, eBay $39.99, 5% off at the moment. Yeah, all the pictures are there, all loaded as they should be. And then same exact pair on Depop for my shop, $39.99. There's all the details, again all my pictures. So yeah, it's done a job for me. So I'll see you probably next Tuesday. That's my next work day, well, most of my work day. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and then there's the half and half type Thursday day. So if I can film as much as I can during them days when I'm mostly reselling, yeah, I'll bring you with me. We'll hit different topics. So I've got a Q&A coming up. I'll show you how I boost my sales and everything. Yeah, all sorts of interesting, wonderful things going. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next one.